Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about the long reading task. The long reading task is the first task, the first exercise of the reading and writing exam, and it's called long reading because it's a long text. It's 700 words long, and it's divided into 5 paragraphs. These 5 paragraphs are preceded by a number of questions that ask you questions to see your understanding of the text. So let's see what kind of questions you're going to have to answer in this exercise. So we're going to look at the kinds of questions with a real example of an exam. Here you can see that it's task 1, long reading, and after that there's the instructions. You can see there are 5 paragraphs and it doesn't have a title. In the instructions, it tells you what the topic is about of the whole text, is the development of advertising. So as you can see, there are 5 paragraphs. After the paragraphs, you will find the questions. Basically, there are 3 kinds of questions. We've got questions 1 to 5 that are match the different paragraphs to the different titles that they provide here. Then we've got questions 6 to 10 that are true/false questions in which you will be given eight statements, and you have to decide and check with the text which 5 of these 8 statements are true, and write them here in the blank space. And last but not least, we've got questions 11 to 15 that can be considered the most challenging questions because you have to find words in the text and place them in the questions here. And it's this I think, in my opinion, this is the trickiest question, the trickiest kind of question, because you have to know enough about grammar to use the right words in the sentences. So you have to know if from the context it's an adjective, a verb, and sometimes the same words can be different kinds of words in different texts. So yes, the good thing about this exercise is that it's progressive. So the first 5 questions just are looking to see if your understanding of the text is good. So you're just looking at the different paragraphs and finding what the paragraph is about, so the topic of the paragraph. And then once you've located the different parts of the text, you can look for the true/false statements within the text, inside of the text. And last, you've read this text probably twice, you'll find the third part of the third kind of question, and here you need to be more precise with the answer and find the exact words in the text. Sometimes it lets you write only the noun or the noun and the adjective, and they're both correct, but it's important that you write the exact words in this part, not paraphrase it with your own words. So what is the advice that I would give you to do well at this exam? I think it's very important to practice with the different exams that the website provides, and I think it's also important to understand that how the text is organized, to see where you can find the information quickly. And also learning vocabulary is quite helpful, because the vocabulary is a high level of English and you will have to master this. Don't worry if you don't understand the whole text, because you're not tested to see if you understand every single word, but if you understand the meaning and if you can find the information and facts that is relevant, and also understand the underlying information. So sometimes the tone is also important to understand. If there's information that is not stated directly, but that you can infer from the text, this is something that you have to be able to do at level C1. So I hope this explanation has helped you, And when you practice your first test of IC3, you know what to expect, and that you start practicing and practicing until you become an expert at doing this exam. Goodbye.